In each deep breath, if we pause long enough to truly listen, we begin to see that life is not separate in the way we once believed. The breath comes in, the breath goes out, as light as morning dew resting on a leaf, silent, yet wondrous. In this seemingly ordinary moment, we touch a profound truth of the Buddha's teaching. Everything exists through one another. Everything shares a single, invisible, yet endless rhythm of life. This breath is not ours alone. Within every stream of air passing through our chest are traces of forests quietly purifying the sky. The warmth of the sun that has embraced the earth. Raindrops that fell from high clouds soaking into the soil to nourish all green life. We breathe in the entire universe. And when we breathe out, we return ourselves to that universe. Seeing this, the heart naturally settles, for we realize we have never truly been alone. A single drop of water falls upon a still lake, its ripples spreading outward to touch distant shores. So too, one mindful breath can spread through body and mind, softening waves of unease, calming worries not yet named. The Buddha taught that returning to the breath is returning to the present moment. And the present moment is the gateway to peace. When we are fully present in each breath, we are no longer swept away by a past that has passed or a future that has not yet arrived. We are alive, whole, and awake. A tree leans upon fertile earth. Without soil, roots cannot grow deep. Without roots, the tree cannot stand firm against wind and rain. The land turns green through nourishing rain, each drop quietly seeping downward, sustaining life without seeking credit. Rain drifts because of the wind. Wind arises from the meeting of warmth and cold. Everything supports everything else, within an intricate web of interdependent arising. Looking deeply, we see that we too are being carried by countless wondrous conditions. We so often forget. Human beings grow not only on food and clothing, but on love, patience, and the silent sacrifices of many others. A gentle word can support an entire lifetime. Sincere listening can heal the deepest wounds. When we understand that we are the crystallization of innumerable causes and conditions, gratitude naturally arises. And from gratitude, compassion begins to bloom. In each deep breath, we see life breathing as one. Rigid boundaries between self and other, between me and the world, begin to dissolve. The suffering of others no longer feels distant, for we understand that when one part of the web is wounded, the whole cannot be at peace. With this understanding, we no longer live only for ourselves, but begin to live with responsibility, love, and awareness. One open hand can dispel 1,000 shadows, the shadows of fear, loneliness, despair. Often darkness does not require a great light to vanish, only a warm hand, a sincere gesture. In Buddhism, generosity is not merely giving material things, but offering peace, trust, and wholehearted presence. When the heart opens, darkness within us fades as the light of compassion is kindled. One shared smile can bring happiness to countless homes, not a forced smile, but one born of understanding and acceptance. When we can smile at ourselves, at our imperfections and awkwardness, we find it easier to smile at others. A mindful smile carries healing energy, reminding us that happiness is not distant. It is present right here, right now. This breath connects all directions, whether in a small room or amid the vast currents of life. The breath is the thread that leads us home to ourselves. When we breathe with awareness, we connect with millions of others who are also breathing, living, and seeking peace. No words are needed. The connection quietly exists. This heart connects all hearts. When the heart opens and resonates with the joys and sorrows of others, we are no longer imprisoned in a narrow self. We see ourselves in others, and others in ourselves. This is the wisdom of non-self, where boundaries dissolve and love becomes unconditional. When we live for one another, the Pure Land appears right before our eyes. It is not a distant realm in another world, but a state of mind born from mindfulness, compassion, and understanding. Each relaxed step, each peaceful breath, each act rooted in love helps build that Pure Land, here and now, in this very life. The breath of all beings is not merely a beautiful idea. It is an invitation to return, to live deeply, live slowly, and live fully present. When we cherish each breath, we cherish life. When we love life, we cannot bear to harm any being. And then Buddhism is no longer confined to scripture. It is breathing, smiling, and walking with us through this impermanent, yet wondrous world.